I met the heroes of the Weaver, blah, blah, blah. Tell them the whole thing.
They've never heard of the Weaver before.
Yeah, I explained to them who he was. From at least what I learned.
Yep. Alright. You remember after telling the story of the Weaver that normally the common folk don't know about the Weaver because it's best if they don't understand that all of existence and creation was formed by one being. So, what you're talking about, you recognize as something that would be very taboo to someone who does know about the Weaver. But you let it pass and you tell them, and they seem pretty impressed, and they're really happy that you're alive, and they ask what kind of stuff you've been doing at the temple, and have you been a good paladin, donating money, and treating people right, stuff like that.
Can you hear me?
Doing good.
Yes,
yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing good. Still trying to be chivalrous and whatnot, and when I can, I give money when I can.
They seem pretty pleased with that. And you guys have some traditional little snacks and stuff, like finger food, like snack cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Rich
very,
people.
very fine dining.
Pigs and blankets.
Yep.
No finger sandwiches.
Little
Thank
Pigs
you,
and
officer.
blankets. Paninis.
Love paninis.
Amuse-bouche.
Oh, what?
It's a little. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Caviar.
Oh,
Alright. Is there anything else you want to do with your folks while you wait for the party?
I'm just doing the standard, hey, I'm back. Let's get to know each other a little bit, blah, blah, blah. I mean, nothing outstanding roleplay-wise.
Okay. You also go to your own room. It seems to have been unchanged, and you lay down in your own bed, and you feel a great warmth of, yeah, this is home.
no.
Okay. Now let's go to Matthew and Duckie. What the fuck is that? Is it like looks like a urinal cake?
That's Parmesan panna cotta, mister.
Okay.
So a fancy named urinal cake?
Go to hell. That stuff's delicious.
Yeah?
Yes.
What is it exactly? No,
It's
I
like-
should just read it, but
Never mind.
what is it? Don't tell me.
You know
Tell me
what?
about your fine taste.
You uncultured swine.
I am uncultured.
Sir
so
Marcus, you understand me, don't you?
It looks delicious.
Thank you.
Oh, he got out of it easy. He doesn't know either.
me and my weenie roasts and stuff like that, and country food.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
French.
just so you know, I am a girl, and I know certain things that even some girls don't. They're,
So,
It's an Italian dessert made by simmering cream, milk, and sugar.
it's delicious.
Gelatin.
It sounds delicious. It sounds almost
Sounds
as
good.
delicious as chocolate mousse.
so this is apparently food. I don't know. It looks like the bottom, like that you would scrape out of a can and you would feed it to a cat.
Oh, yeah, but looks like vanilla-y or lemony.
That would not satisfy me.
It looks kind of like a lemon tart, but in a urinal cake form.
Oh, Filipino puto sounds so good right now.
What's Filipino puto?
Delicious. It's a like
Isn't puto mean idiot or something like that in Spanish?
that's in Spanish, okay? It's a
Spanish.
rice cake.
So it's a Filipino idiot? Just kidding.
Enrique,
I love you,
Enrique,
sweetie.
Enrique, fue,
Foy?
fue.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Trisha and JoJo would get it. It's a Filipino thing.
It is so good.
Okay, I'll stop. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Anyway. So what's Duckie and Matthew doing? Okay. So much noise. Got it. Oh, so Duckie goes to the circus. Got it.
With Matthew.
With Matthew. So you make your way to the circus and you find Father Zappelli. Ah, Duckie, there you are. There you are. Yes, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
He stutters and kind of is at a loss for words. I've been better. Kind
Ducky
of
kind
looking
of
down
just.
to a degree.
Ducky likewise looks down and steps forward and just holds out the Garl glitter gold pendant that she took from August.
With a very stoic face, a tear falls down his face without him breaking his composure or making a whimper. And then he extends his hands and takes it.
Ducky kind of breaks at that point. She's just like, I'm so sorry.
He doesn't say anything for a minute. It's okay. How did he go?
Ducky kind of flinches, and she just gives him a summary, like, as tactfully as possible. There was a Aranese,
Aranese.
and he was in the
We
air.
did look up the pronunciation. It is Aranese.
Aranese?
Aranese or something like that.
She's just gonna be very, like, succinct about it, like, yeah, he was shot down.
Ever played Duck Hunt?
JoJo!
Ever played Duck Hunt? Well, I wasn't the duck this time. And he was shot down. Yeah.
Is that how
Can't
you said
get
it?
back
No.
up when it knocked you. Oh my god.
No,
We're
she's
talking
just
about.
gonna. What?
We're talking about shot down. It's fucking awful.
Yeah. She's just gonna try to tactfully explain what happened.
All right. He accepts it and goes, so, my son and you were interested in each other at one point.
Oh.
Did he ever get you pregnant? Get me some kids?
She's
Ducky's just kind of like
mortified.
staring at him, like her face is red, and she just covers her mouth, like, no, we've never. No, it was no. I'm
No.
sorry. No.
It's too bad. Too bad. I
What?
wanted grandkids. And you look like a perfectly good mate for my son.
What?
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. And would
she doesn't have the heart to tell him that she rejected him.
yep, he would have rocked your world if you gave him a
What?
little more time.
What?
Yeah. And he starts laughing a little bit.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Aren't
make you feel
we
awkward.
supposed to be married first?
If you're into that archaic stuff, yeah, of course.
Archaic?
Yeah, you know, Palorian, just gotta be married first kind of thing. Miss out on a lot of life's good stuff.
Wait, what? Oh. She kind of just awkwardly stands there like, dude, your son died. This is the weirdest conversation. She was not expecting this shit. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Anyway, I'm really busy. I gotta go, but you're welcome to come back anytime and see me, or the circus. Lifetime passes for you folk. You were nice to my son, from what I hear. So yeah, and if you ever want to come see your donkey, we still got him.
Oh, Thunderslug.
Yeah, that's his name, Thunderslug.
Ducky kind of shifts her feet because she was kind of expecting more along the lines of consoling him, but he seems okay. And she kind of just, again, I'm sorry. I just, we all really liked him, so.
It's Ducky, it's okay. We all have our own ways of coping, and
Matthew's there too, by the way.
I'm the headmaster of a circus. And he kind of like goes this wide-armed, like looks kind of in the air. I need to learn to be merry when there's no reason to be merry, and I need to learn to make the show go on, even when I don't want it to. I think that's what August would have wanted as well. So, no matter how much it sucks, I gotta do it. Because that's what August would have wanted.
Ducky almost
Show
looks
to go on.
Ducky looks a little confused, but she kind of just nods. Will you let me know if there's anything you need?
I think you gave me the one thing that I really needed. And he holds up the pendant. Little piece of my son.
She nods and bows deeply.
Okay. And then you guys go off to go find that. I was like,
As they leave, Ducky looks kind of miffed.
miffed?
Yeah, like, he seemed to do okay.
Yeah.
That was strange. She's not used to gnomes coping.
Wasn't a gnome coping, that was a circus ringmaster coping.
Yeah, she assumes it's a gnome thing, because, like, that's...
Yeah. Whatever,
Yes.
I do what I want.
So she just looks kind of confused.
Alright, what does Matthew do now that you can talk?
He was with Ducky the entire time, so...
Is there anything else we need to do, Ducky?
No, that was it. I was hoping to help out over there, but he seems okay.
Like you said, different people have different ways of coping.
Yeah. There's just a lot I have to learn, I guess.
It's
I'm
okay.
still really sad about it, so...
I am too.
Maybe I'm just... Are we just slow at coping, or...
We just have different ways.
I guess so.
What will you be doing from now until evening?
Ducky kind of just shrugs. I don't really know. I was... going to pray, I suppose.
Do you mind if we separate? I have to go check up on my folks.
Oh, I don't mind. Am I gonna get to meet them soon?
If you want to.
She nods.
Were they nobles, Matthew?
Nope. They're
Nope,
just
there's average folk.
they're just people.
Okay. You make your way to the residential block then. Does Ducky follow suit with you, or...?
If he invites her to.
Was
If not,
that-
she'll do else.
Was that an invite?
I
Matthew,
said
or
if she
was it-
wants to, she could come along.
If he wants to have alone time with his family, though, she's fine.
He will say with his words, if you'd like to come along, I'm not gonna stop you.
I'd like to meet your family.
Okay, it's this way.
And so they did.
Yep, and you find your family. Was there anything you want to do with them?
No, just say
Is he-
hi. And tell him about the adventures. Nothing about the scar or the divine temple. Just adventures.
They seem to be enjoying it and very happy that you're doing well. They ask why you're not in the academy after, like, why'd you leave initially and stuff like that. Just your general follow-up questions of concerning parents.
And general follow-up answers have said, general questions have said parents.
Okay, perfect. You guys do this for most of the day. They kind of bring out a few small snacks and some tea to go with those little pastries.
All the finger foods.
Yeah, more finger foods. And you guys just talk the day away. Okay. It starts getting late at night, and you realize it's probably time to go have dinner with those, or to meet up with Sir Marcus and his family.
Those invited
Dinner
us.
to those.
So you tell your parents that those invited you to dinner, and you leave, or
Yep.
they seem very like happy that you mentioned that those has personally invited you, and they ask you real quick why would those pick you to eat with them? Did you do something special, or
Well, we kind of helped him with something.
they asked for you to stay a little longer, and they ask what you helped them with? They ask if you helped them with whatever that giant crashing sound was
Yeah.
several weeks ago. When they ask you what was that cracking sound?
It's a portal from another realm kind of opened up and released demons and kind of helped them out defend the world and stuff.
You helped save the world?
Yeah.
Oh, we're so proud of you.
Ducky
And they do
smiles.
the like pinch the cheeks and very, very embarrassing parenty things to you, but they're very proud.
Ducky kind of just giggles.
Your mom realizes she smudged her. She's like, "Oh, I smudged your face," and she licks her thumb a few times and wipes it off your cheek. It is all very embarrassing, and Ducky, you would probably be quelled with laughter.
Yeah, she's
Or
feeling
Chelsea.
giggly.
Yeah. All right, and eventually you make your way over to the cafe in the Nobles District. Nanashi, you finish up for the day after the swords and making our Shinra fantastic, and make your way to the district as well. Sir Marcus, do you go to eat dinner with him as well, or
I wasn't invited, right?
for that one it was to all of you guys? If you guys wanted to eat dinner,
Okay, yeah, then I'll totally go. Because that's probably where they're gonna go.
yeah. So you guys all meet up at this cafe, and Tho seems to have a table in the corner picked out for you guys. And as you get there, he asks what drinks you would like, and if if you want to look at the menu, it's on him.
I'll have some red wine.
Okay. Ducky.
Oh. Just water's okay.
All right. We'll
Oh.
get you some sparkling water, and he gives you a smile.
Sparkling?
Yes.
She's thinking it's like twinkling.
Oh, Ducky, you have so much to learn about fancy foods.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, this is fancy?
Yeah,
It
it's
is a nice place. Ducky looks distinctly uncomfortable and kind of shrinks in her seat a little bit, and then she kind of slowly pulls out her coin purse and counts how much she has.
Ducky, it's on me.
But you've already... She's got
You
that
are
5,000 gold gem in her mind right now.
You are honored guests here.
Are you sure?
You are honored guests. You don't pay for this, okay?
She slowly lowers her coin purse and nods a little bit.
Okay, I will be covering this, and my house will be covering some other expenses for you as well. Some things you'll have to pay for, just so you know, but for the most part, we'll be covering a lot of things you do. Matthew, what would you like to drink?
Just water.
Okay, another sparkling water, and he orders for you, and as your drinks arrive, and you guys, this is the first time Matthew and Ducky have ever had something like sparkling water, something carbonated like that.
Ducky takes a sip and she's like, "It's like explosions in the mouth!
It's so
How do
adorable.
you do that?" She kind of like looks at the container all closely. Is it gonna hurt if I put my finger in it?
It shouldn't, should tingle. So
Sorry.
Ducky puts her finger in it.
So
It does
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like busy.
Alright, well, I called you all here because before the day's end, you guys all get houses here in the Noble District. I've worked it out with the Archlord and Archlady, and for helping me personally with closing the scar and saving my life when fighting Hextor, I wagered in getting you guys all your own flats. To stay whenever you like here.
Ducky's jaw just drops and she kind of just goes, I'm okay with you buying me a sparkly water, but I think that a flat is just too much.
Nonsense, and he sets a key in front of everyone but Sir Marcus. At that point.
Well,
And
what?
Sir Marcus, although we don't have a house for you, considering you already have your own, you do have the house's extended thanks for protecting everyone inside the temple during the trials.
It is my honor to serve a lord such as yourself in a great quest to preserve goodness and law in this realm.
Alright, lots of paladin talk. Got it.
Nanashi's going to look at the key, just like thinking to himself for a little bit.
Is something wrong with the key, Nanashi?
Not necessarily. It's just I'm just thinking to myself. Don't worry about it.
Right, well, I can show you guys your places right after this, and let's eat up. I had some mutton ordered and some veal and lots of other good meats and some salad and some fruits and chocolate. Oh, chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate?
You've never had chocolate?
Well, I've heard of it.
Let me tell you,
What?
Ducky, it is the
Oh
greatest.
my god.
Yeah, he goes on about praising chocolate.
So it fucking begins.
Right?
Don't you give Ducky chocolate. Don't you dare give Ducky chocolate.
Praise! Nanashi
Praise!
wants to praise!
What is this? What's praise?
Elise is praising with the army. They're all staring at her. Watch the video that JoJo put up. He sent it to Jordan. It's this game Jordan's working on called Praise.
I haven't seen this.
You need to watch it.
You'll get it. You'll get it later when you watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, Ducky is curious about this thing called chocolate.
At the end of your meal, Thos has some chocolate. He mentions that most people put it in drinks as flavoring, but he likes to eat it plain. And he gives you everyone kind of a chocolatey drink. And then he also gets Ducky as well as himself a small section. And anyone who asks a small section of like chocolate to eat.
Ducky downs the shit out of it.
Yeah, it tastes like chocolate. So I'll let you guys choose what you want to do with that one.
Ducky kind of grips the edge of the table. And she's like, how much is it for more?
For average eating chocolate or baking chocolate?
You might notice her leg is shaking under the table.
It's one of the finer things you can get here in the Nobles District. Probably like 5 gold a bar. It's pretty expensive to make, but it's worth it. The cocoa beans that are used to make it are imported.
How much is it?
About 5 gold a bar, and it's like he kind of shows the size about like kind of half of a Hershey bar. But it's like a whole Hershey bar, but it's a Hershey like it's half of it and stacked with the other one on top. So it's
She's
more
gonna
like
poke him in the shoulder and be like, I'll take 6 tonight.
yeah, there's a store right down the way that I could show you that sells it.
Okay.
Oh.
She kind of stuffs the rest of it in her mouth.
Nom nom nom. And then you have the chocolate. I love this picture. Chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah, little did you guys know that chocolate is actually one of Thos' weaknesses. He loves chocolate.
Well,
That's-
Ducky doesn't blame him.
That is something that carried over from when he
She's
was
not
playing.
sleeping tonight, guys.
You are warned about Sugar High and the crash that will inevitably come from the Sugar High.
She doesn't.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
At the end of the meal, he shows you the shop that has all of the little treats and pastries and macaroons and chocolates that you can get.
Oh,
Did you say
make it stop.
macarons? Did you say macarons?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
this
if
is
we're
the
hungry.
Nobles District.
Ducky or
There's a lot of
Trisha?
fine foods.
Ducky's gonna get chocolate.
Yeah, so Ducky gets... How much chocolate is Ducky getting?
6.
6 bars, so that's 30 gold?
30?
30 gold. 5 gold a bar.
Perfect. Can I just give him 3 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
He seems totally unfazed by you giving him platinum. Like, this is almost a common thing.
It's okay. She's too busy
Pretty cool.
eating to notice. How much does this weigh?
God, how much does a chocolate bar weigh?
A lot.
Like a little chocolate bar? Like a Hershey bar?
In the end, it will weigh a lot.
For 6 of them, like a pound?
Any like... Yeah, maybe a pound?
Ducky bought a pound of chocolate.
600?
You.
Oh,
Thank you.
God, what the
Oh my god.
Thank you for that.
Chocolate.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
You guys, I really want chocolate.
I do too.
Tomorrow,
Just not with
when
that
we hang
gift. It's not okay.
When we hang out, we can get some chocolate, sweetie.
Okay.
Anyway, so you guys, then he shows you your rooms, and it's a pretty good size, like, flat. There's a bedroom, bathroom, and then kind of a living room area, which is what you enter into.
Is there indoor plumbing?
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, now this is fancy.
You can tell that it's like a communal thing where all of the
That is
plumbing.
Ducky all night long.
Like, it's clear that the hole where you would use your plumbing and poop must be connected to the neighboring flat in every area.
That?
So it's a really, really rough sense of indoor plumbing.
Got it.
What picture? What's this? So you sent the video? It even has the from the episode.
Sorry, guys.
It's been added to my favorites.
All right. It's moderately furnished. There's clearly like a few chairs and like kind of a sofa type area, a table, a few stools next to the table, a bed with a night table, and a nightstand. One nightstand, actually, just so you know.
One night stand.
Nightstand, and yeah, it's moderately furnished. It's not very lavish, but it is definitely nice, and you could upgrade it if you want.
Ducky kind of looks to Thos and just, are you sure? I haven't ever had this much space before. I don't really know what to do with it.
You could relax and kick up your feet, set up maybe an altar in one of your corners for Paylor, or make the entire room a altar for Paylor. Maybe move your bed to the entry foyer and have an entire room for Paylor.
That's true.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at it and considers the possibilities.
Yeah.
And then she kind of bows, and then gives up on the bowing and hugs him. Thank you.
Now she's just gonna look around the place.
Yep. You look around the place, and like I said, with Ducky's room, it's moderately furnished and it's pretty nice. It's got a living room, a place for the bathroom, as well as a bedroom.
He's gonna ask, is his place the same?
Yeah, he takes you into all of them, and you guys notice they're all pretty much the same.
Clank is gonna sit in the corner.
Okay.
Like that big teddy bear in the corner.
Yes.
Clank squeezes through the door and sits in the corner like, okay.
Yes.
Alright. So, Laura, by the way, for JoJo, there's an item that you would have gotten for him.
Okay.
I will text. I'll message you on Facebook what that item is, so you can give it to him when the time comes.
Okay. Sounds
Is
good.
everybody done doing their things?
Did you go with them to the houses?
Yeah, I followed with them, just waiting for my time to talk to Nanashi.
Well, you can talk to him at any time during this.
I don't want to intrude. I mean, my thing is...
Okay. So you just stay silent the whole time they're being shown, and then eventually Thos says, well, I gotta get going for the night. You guys are welcome to stay at your place, or if you want to do whatever with Sir Marcus or whatever, just go have fun, and I'll be in touch. Don't leave the city, though, because we will have that festival planned and everything. So it'll be fun. Feel free to invite any guests if you're interested to the event. And he leaves.
So, Nanashi, do you have a moment to spare?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you saved me during those trials with the Weaver, and I owe you a life debt. So, I was wondering if there's any way I could repay you in any way.
He's gonna look at you like you're...
Real quick, JoJo, the stream still says Terraria. Misnoticed that.
Changed it.
That might... You did? Let me
If
refresh.
I didn't, then what the fuck?
Never mind. No, I had to refresh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go fight the wall of flesh now, guys. BRB.
Oh, sorry. Continue. I just wanted to make sure because I know that Twitch sometimes takes down streams if they're not the correct.
Ducky's dressed like a Ninja Turtle at the moment.
It's right. I just screwed up. Okay, continue.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Nanashi's gonna look at you like you're dumb. And just be like, there's absolutely no point in you having a life debt to me. Because if it was that case, then half the people I know would have a life debt to me. There's really no point in trying to show your gratitude other than a thank you. If anything, the best way that you can show your gratitude is by supporting me in combat.
I'm fear that my combat skills are not that great, considering what would happen with the trials.
Well,
I got hit most of the time, and that was basically it.
Well, to be fair, mounted combat in a dungeon doesn't typically work that well.
There's plenty of room. It was just every time when I attacked, they attacked me first. But I see what you're saying, but I still want.
There's no reason to feel bad about it.
I still want to repay my debt to you any way I can, even if it is not a life debt. I still want to show my gratitude to you more than just a simple thank you, because I believe you saved my life, which is important to me, and a thank you just doesn't suffice to me.
Well then, as thanks, support me in combat. There you go. All you have to do is just keep fighting with me until I feel like you've supported me well enough. So, is that satisfactory?
If that is what you wish, then I will do what I can.
Alright, he pats you on the back. Good talk. I have to go call somebody.
Alright. Nanashi, you go into your own house and kind of kick your feet up on your own bed.
Well, before he goes in the house, he's gonna turn on the ring and face it in the direction of the house.
Oh, he's doing like a Mike Cribs thing.
No, it's one of those just hold on, you'll see.
Alright, you ring up Heaven and she eventually answers like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
And I'm just kind of moving. Well, my face isn't in the shot. I'm just showing the house.
Nanashi, why is that Nanashi? Why are you showing me a house?
He points at himself and he goes, They gave me a house.
They gave you a house?
Yes, in Riverwatch. They gave me a house.
Nice, they gave you a house.
It's weird.
How is that weird? That's pretty awesome.
Oh.
Sorry, I should be talking in her voice. Why should that be weird? That's pretty awesome.
There was no difference, but
Really? There wasn't?
Softer.
it's softer and slower.
Sorry.
No,
Oh,
Try.
hold on. Let me throw in an extra. Let me throw in an extra 2 charisma for you.
Yeah, let me just try to talk softer. Fine.
Hush, hush.
I could use the same voice.
Pluto comments earlier.
I'm sorry. Anyway, so how have you been?
I've been fine. How have you been?
Good. I have completed that object for you.
Awesome. Does
Yes.
it work?
I haven't tested it yet. Would you like to come over and test it? Or I could come to you and test it?
I can find a way to get you over here. They're wizards. There are people who can teleport you here.
Excuse me, but I am a mighty sorceress. I can do that myself.
Ah, my humblest apologies.
Do you doubt me? And
I
she gives
don't.
you a playful smile.
And he's just like, I don't. Surprise me.
Oh,
Yeah? And she seems to cast something, and you don't know what she casts. And suddenly it feels like something is loosening your belt buckle.
what?
This bothers me. Asian people have belt buckles. I thought we had sash ropes.
Okay, you
Even
can feel something
easier.
tugging at your sash ropes, just trying to loosen it.
He's just gonna hold it and be like, ah.
I can drop your pants right here. What are you gonna do about it? She looks very pleased with herself at this point.
He's like, well, that would be bad since I'm outside.
I thought you went in the house.
Oh, not yet. We're all having this conversation outside. I will now proceed to enter the house.
Okay, you proceed to enter the house. Alright, you enter the house. And she seemed to have stopped trying to tug on your pants with her magic. God, you're probably shipping me and Jordan right now. So much. Yeah.
Such the ship. What the fuck?
Alright. Anyway, so she continues to talk to you, and I guess you guys catch up for the few days, the last couple days that happened. And she's pretty happy you got a house. Do you invite her over to Riverwatch for the festival?
Of course.
Alright, you invite her over, and she says she'll get over there as soon as possible. She's never been to Riverwatch, so she can't teleport there, but she'll certainly fly.
That also works.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Is there anything else you want to talk to her about? She says, you should say she's bringing her the present for you for the party.
Awesome. He'll be dressed in his best armor.
She seems pretty happy about it and calls you that you better be because she wants to see it.
It's got white with unicorns.
Sick unicorns.
Are you into that, baby?
The unicorn armor?
Oh, yeah.
So much. Oh, God, yeah.
Unicorns.
It's just white plate mail with unicorns all over it.
That's great.
After these fine moments of like happiness, he's just like gonna like say goodnight, like do the typical couple shit, just say like good night, love, bye sort of thing, and then he's just gonna like.
She says I love you too, and then the whole that.
Then he's just going to switch moods and just be like, now how am I going to get to Emeraldia? And he's just going to stare out his new window at like the moonlight and just be like, brooding.
Okay, Duckie and Matthew and Sir Marcus, what do you guys do?
Development brood.
Ducky will just be in seclusion for the rest of the day.
Matthew?
Ducky, will you be here tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. Why?
Mind if I come over early? We kind of have that errand to run about the whole finding a marble rock thing.
Of course. I'll pray for some important spells.
And I'll meet you here in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe we should buy her some chocolate.
You read my mind.
And Sir Marcus?
I have nothing to do with this character. It's really hard to think of what to do with him.
Alright.
Come visit your friends.
Alright, so let's see, how many days are they away? Because that is important.
Like 5. No.
Elise is
1,
growing
2, 3,
impatient.
4, 5. 5 days away. So you guys have 5 days to do what you want.
Is 5 days enough for Ducky to like mold a rock into a shape of a unicorn?
Yes.
Done.
However you want it to be, just let me know.
Just the unicorn.
I'll
But-
find one.
Oh,
Sorry, Trisha, you cut out.
Hello.
Hello, there you are.
You want me to just find a generic unicorn figurine?
Mess that up.
Yes.
Oh well, same difference.
Okay. So let's tell me what you guys do for the 5 days as well, because like so Matthew makes the armor thing. I mean the horse thing. Ducky, do you do anything special, or are you looking through pictures, so I should come back to you?
Come back to me.
Okay. Sir Marcus, do you just stick with your family and do stuff with them?
I want to do stuff with the other characters, but I just can't think of anything to do. And
Say hello.
obviously, I'm going to be visiting you guys constantly, but
Ask him to look around town with you.
Yeah, you're
See
pretty
something.
familiar with Riverwatch.
well, I guess I could try to visit Matthew.
Alright. So you go find Matthew.
Yeah. So, am I visiting his noble house, or am I visiting
Is that
his
one okay?
parents' house?
Yep.
JoJo does not have a noble house.
I thought he got a house in the nobles district.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant his parents' house. No, his parents. He does have a house in the Nobles
Yeah,
District.
I'm asking which one am I visiting because I don't know which one he's staying at.
That's JoJo.
It's
I asked for anyone to answer.
I don't know.
I will be
well,
staying
it's
with my
over the
parents.
course of 5. Yeah. Oh, you are.
Yes.
Okay. It's over the course of 5 days. So.
Alright, so I
This
go
one's
to the Matthews house. Well,
So
his
cute.
parents.
I'm just gonna spam you with them.
Oh,
I'm gonna pick some that Ducky would make. So,
There's not just one statue, there's multiple.
well, like which one? Huh?
sorry. I said I love them all. Sorry.
Wait.
All right.
What?
Let's go ahead and do your role play with the JoJo.
I know, I knock on the door of
What?
Nanashi grabs you by the hand violently and says, "I am the one who knocks." This doesn't happen. Anyway, continue.
Oh, so Matthew. No, JoJo is going to be right back.
Good. It gives me more time to look at these. How about Laura? You pick which one Elise would like.
Okay, we'll get to you, Tenzen, as soon as JoJo gets back.
yeah.
The second one.
Second one?
Mm-hmm.
You betcha. Sure. You can. I'll just let Joan know that you picked that one. You sure you don't want that last one? It's itty bitty chibi. I think Ducky's gonna make one for herself that looks like that. I think the small one will be her first attempt, and then she's just like, no. All right. So JoJo, the second one.
Yo, you know what I can see happening is Duckie would make that, then she would animate object, and then enlarge creature, and then it would be mount size, and she's like, his name is Cuddles.
Oh, JoJo. Oh, how much for a block of marble? Just a few gold, I guess, like 3 or something. You would know that since you feel obviously weaker, if you wanted to increase your strength somehow, you should go train at the military academy.
I'll answer my door.
Okay, answer your door.
Oh, Sir Marcus. Hello.
Greetings, may I enter?
JoJo?
I said,
it's
of course. Sorry. Of course.
Thank you. So, I remembered our discussion at the Temple of the High Divines, and I was wondering if you still wish to learn of my code of honor and whatnot.
Oh, sure. I have time.
Excellent. Where may I sit?
Pick a chair. Any chair.
Okay. Sits down. So, where should I begin? What do you know and what do you not know? I mean, you did have training at the...
Yes, but I was taught basic. I was only taught basic things. I do not know this kind of code of honor you speak of.
Ah, okay. Well, it's basically just being... Even though if you have an enemy in battle, you still treat them with respect. You treat them with the way you want to be treated. In a way, you don't do any backstabbing, you don't do any cheating, nasty things when you battle that person. You do everything that you would like to have in a battle. If he throws his sword at you, you can block it, obviously, but at the same time, you can't do something dastardly like poison him before the battle. So that's the basics of it. Outside of battle, there's many other things. You don't kill other fellow knights. You don't.
Knights would seem a weird term for you, Matthew, since it's not a thing that's in this world.
Paladins are knights.
Then please say paladin.
Okay, you don't attack other paladins or other men of honor. You treat ladies with respect and dignity, and you always will go to the fight for the honor of those who cannot fight for themselves. And you also give alms to the poor when you can help it.
This otter pop is delicious.
Did you say otter pop?
I haven't had an otter pop in like ages.
Oh my goodness, my childhood.
All right, so Matthew, I guess you take mental notes of Sir Marcus's stuff. Oh, it's noisy again.
No. Yep. Wow. Seems like a lot, but I feel like I already do most of those things that you said. So, I guess what else do I need to know?
Well, you must always speak truth. You must always speak. You must eschew unfairness, meanness, and deceit. You keep faith. You always make sure that any enterprise you begin must end with being there. You give liege to your lord in valor and faith. You don't fight anything for wrongly gain. And you give mercy, especially. Give mercy to those who ask of it. If someone asks to fight, then you may fight them. But at the same time, don't fight someone who's weaker than you. Only fight for when it is asked of you as a soldier in faith and
Wow.
honor.
I feel like a paladin already, but the whole faith thing is kind of...
Some paladins don't have just faith in a god, but in their moral obligations. So, in a way, you can become a paladin if you just adhere to your code of honor, your chivalry, and that enough could make you be a paladin.
Wow, it's a lot to remember.
It's a lot to remember. In fact, on many occasions, cite my code of honor on a daily basis so that I can remember it throughout my days.
You mentioned something about me should not be using my chain.
Oh yes. In battle, tripping an opponent while tactically advantage is somewhat dishonorable. You basically are putting a person on their back and then it's striking them when they're vulnerable rather than giving them the opportunity to defend themselves. It's, like I said, it's strategically advantageous, but not at the same time it is wrong to do in the middle of battle, at least by a paladin standards.
There's a reason. That's the reason why I'm not a paladin then.
Well, just because you're not a paladin now doesn't mean you can't be if you want to be.
Well, I never saw it in my future to be one, but I do have better understanding of what you have to go through every day. How does it feel to live a life of a paladin?
Well, I know everything that I do is for the best. I know when I fight for something that's right, it really is. And it's like, how should I put it? I feel clean in the soul and in body. And that's basically it. I know I am being pure of my heart, and I am therefore doing God's will.
Also, I noticed that you wield a lance during our fights in the trial.
Oh, yes. The lances are very tactically strong when you are on horseback. You can use it with one hand, and it deals more damage than if you could wield it otherwise.
I never liked being on horseback. They always threw me off.
Well, with all training, you could learn to ride a horse. I could teach you sometime.
I think that would benefit me, since I feel like I did travel with the group on horse, and I did feel kind of nervous.
Mounted
Sign
combat
up
is a
now.
tricky thing, but it can be quite rewarding once you get the hang of it.
How good are you at swordsmanship?
I am adequate for one of my rank. I focus more actually on defense rather than I have on my offensive abilities, which
Bless you.
in the trials I have learned I am lacking.
So
So I will.
you use your sword in a defensive way.
Yes, I am in essence a shield for those who cannot defend themselves, and that is how I live my life.
Do you think you could teach me how to wield the sword in such a defensive way?
How should I put this? Do you wield your sword against foes who hurt your friends or hurt those you care about or the weak?
Yes?
Do you wield your sword to use that power of it to gain things through conquest?
Well, I really don't like getting into fights unless, they're really unavoidable.
So you only fight for what is right rather than your own.
I try to. That's how I was raised.
Then that's all you need to do when it comes to fighting with the sword with honor.
Well,
You could fight with the...
Sorry, continue.
No. You may go first.
Well, it's just... In the military academy, yes, we were taught to use swords, but I really wasn't cut out for it. I just think that if I did learn, I would be more beneficial to our adventures and all.
Well, Nanashi is great with the sword. Do you think he would be better suited as your teacher?
See, I asked him first, but I can't seem to find him anywhere. It's like he's everywhere but nowhere at once.
That sword is magical enough to make him teleport. Maybe he has other abilities like that.
It's weird that
want.
it's weird that we like live in kind of the same section of the city, yet he's still like a shadow.
Nanashi, yes, Asian shadow.
Thank you.
Yes. He is a spiritual one. A free spirit one. There when you need him, but otherwise can't be found until needed.
I guess I can ask him.
If you still wish for me to teach you, I'd be happy to. I can teach you the fighting on horseback. I can teach you the fight with a sword. I'll teach you whatever I have under my disposal. I'd be happy.
Let's skip the horseback and let's do the sword part.
Sure, we can start with the sword and then we can work on to the horse later.
Thank you, Sir Marcus.
No, thank you very much. He gets up and he looks towards Matthew's parents and bows and says, "Lady, sir, thank you very much, and I will be on my way."
And so he
Alright.
did.
So, Sir Marcus leaves. Are you guys gonna do the sword training now, or?
No, not now. I could do it during the 5-day training, probably.
All right. Well,
Which
first
I don't want to add that as another bond, but I'll wait.
we'll see what Nanashi is doing first, and then we'll go to that.
Well, is it the day?
This is like over the course of 5 days, yeah.
Well, during the course of 5 days, he's gonna ask Ghost the next time he sees him if there's any place to like train.
Yeah, the military academy. He's welcome to it.
Yeah, so he'll go there.
All right, you go to the military academy, and what kind of training are you doing?
I'm gonna practice with my sword.
Okay, and so you do that for the first 2 days, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And you are met by heaven on the 3rd day. So, yep.
He's
Told
going
you.
to turn.
Go ahead, do you think?
He's gonna turn. He's like, "It's funny how this is our first in-person meeting."
Well, there was the time when we first met in Ragnar. She seems to be carrying an item wrapped in cloth. It seems to be very long. You would think it's a sword wrapped in cloth, but it looks a little too bulky to be a sword. Too bulky and short, I would say.
He's like, so, what did that amazing brain of yours cook up this time around?
Want to go to the training grounds and find out? And she seems to be walking back to the side. You notice she's in a nice, beautiful-looking sundress.
Ooh.
Let's see what we can do.
Right. She takes you there, and she kind of pulls out a small kit from her bag. Evidently, from her pulling it out, you can tell she's wearing a bag of holding on her hip. And it seems to be fashioned into kind of like a little purse.
That's cute.
Yeah. And she starts pulling stuff out and laying it out on a table, and she lays out a small piece of cloth and starts laying these glass rods onto this piece of cloth. It's like, all right, see that target over there? Actually, first, do you know the person in charge? Because they might get a little frightened by this.
I'm a war hero. I'm pretty sure they'll get over it.
Perfect. And then with like one fell swoop, she like jerks her arm and the cloth flies off of this thing, and it reveals this single-barreled rifle. And she like with the flick of her wrist cracks the barrel open like a barrel break, and then takes one of the crystals, well, the glass rods, and slides it into this into the barrel that's lined with this form of soft leather, and then she flicks it up to close it, and then brings it up to her side as you would typically do with a scoped rifle. And she's like, "Alrighty, 1, 2, 3," and then she pulls some sort of trigger mechanism near the closer end where her hand is, much like firing a rifle, because this is basically just a rifle. And a bolt of lightning jolts out of it and strikes the target 60 feet away from you. And she kind of lets it down. She's like, works like a charm. And she pauses there for a second before looking back to you all happy.
No, she's just like gonna stare at the target. Is there even a target left?
The target's there. It's just completely seared. Like the target center is like just charred and like cracked out.
He's going to like turn to her and just be like, "This is amazing."
Yep, it's a simple idea. I modified a wand with a few different triggers so anyone can fire it, even someone who doesn't know how to use a wand. Here, try. She kind of gives you the gun and like positions you in a way. She's like, so this lever right here, and she's reaching around. I was like, this cracks open the barrel, as I call it. And see this little hole where I stuck the glass rod? The glass rod is consumed with every shot. You need one to fire. It's the material component that is required in order to cast the ability.
Okay.
And then she like takes the glass rod, reaches around, he like moves around, grabs the glass rod, and like slowly slides it in. And then she's like, all right, now that it's in, you bring it up like this till you hear a click, and that's when like you notice the mechanism clicks it shut. And then aim it up like this, and just see the two balls at the front and then the end of the barrel, and those little rings. Line those up and fire. And so you do that, and you follow her directions, and it scares you when you first fire. You kind of jolt a bit, like, holy shit, what is this?
Oh.
Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of recoil to it, but it's not much.
Now she's like gonna see, like he's like, like he's like, that wasn't too bad. I wonder. So he's going to load it up the way that she taught him,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna try and fire it with one hand.
Okay, so you do the whole like, what is that?
The sawed-off
like,
shotgun, like one-handed, like pull the trigger thing.
So you do that and aim it. You have enough strength to hold it, and you fire it, and you do it completely fine. You're kind of wobbly holding it up, but you kind of stabilize it enough before the shot. He's like, all right, well, the only downside is that it requires these glass rods, which have to be specially made just for the weapon to fire. And they can be pretty expensive and hard to make. Requires a very talented glazer to do it.
A what?
A glazer, the people who make windows and fit windows to houses.
So like
A
a
glass-
glass blower?
Like a glassmith, yeah.
Ah.
How does no one know these names? Anyway, if you look in the stock, which is this part that I'm calling it, and she kind of like slides this panel back, and you notice that there's 3 glass rods clipped in to be taken out at any point. This is where 3 glass rods can be stored. We have this leather pouch that'll hold 5 safely, and that is everything that I have made for it, as well as a few extra pieces here for target practice.
Awesome.
And at this point, a captain of the guard kind of comes up. Oh, not captain of the guard, one of the guards at the academy comes like, "What the hell are you doing? What is that machine?"
He's going to pull Heaven close and hold the rifle and just be like, "My new toy."
Which one? Sorry.
Her or the weapon?
Nanashi looks at him with like the typical like Japanese gangster like, "Huh?"
Okay.
Like,
well,
what, you got something to say?
what is... I wish you warned us you were going to shoot lightning at the target.
Don't worry about it. I'm like, you look like a bunch of strapping young lads. I'm pretty sure that you go through targets like no tomorrow.
Alright, sorry, say that again. My brother was in the room and he wouldn't leave.
Wait, what did I say? What?
Say that again. My brother's in the room and he wouldn't leave.
Oh. No, she said, he's like, "Oh, you seem like a bunch of tough young fellows. You probably go through targets day after day."
Something like that. Well, continue firing. Just, I wish you would have warned us.
He just kind of like gives a, "Yeah, sure."
Alright.
And then he leaves.
Duckie, what are you doing? Mrs. Duckie.
What?
What is
She's a
Duckie?
Ms. What?
Miss Duckie.
Oh, well, if she's not in her room, which she will spend most evenings in her room, or her new house, sorry, yeah. If she's not in seclusion, then she's gonna be looking at, and if Nanashi isn't calling her for training on a sword, she's gonna be looking for odd jobs, maybe offering up clank for manual labor money.
People like the idea of using Clank for manual labor since he's a construct and you'll be able to work tirelessly into the nights. And you find an area near some of the the farming areas, who would gladly rent out Clank for you. What else?
Ducky would insist on doing a little work with clank,
Okay.
if anything.
I'm trying to think of the other odd job that Ducky would be able to do.
Because she would not want to just take money for Clank services. She wants to help with said services.
You're asked if you can use your clerical abilities as well to make food for some poor, and they would pay you a little bit of money for that.
I don't know if she would take money for that sort of thing. If that's the case, she'd kind of just... okay, for a job like that, she'll refuse money. But there we go, 33 per day.
Alright. So you do the manual labor for those days, and you kind of get a peasant's wage of, like, for the both of you, 2 gold a day.
Cool. So that's 10 gold total?
Mm-hmm. For the 5 days.
Thank you. Okay, that's it.
Alright.
And she'll spend evenings alone.
Matthew, do you ever go to meet up Nanashi?
I'm actually gonna go find those.
Well, it's one of those on the days before Heaven showed up, he's gonna drag Matthew off to go and train.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Tell me how those training sessions go.
Brutally.
Okay, so you're teaching him a sword?
It's like I'm back in the military academy.
Only difficulty level Asian.
You seem to get teased a little bit about using a sword from other members of the military academy that we recognize, such as some of the teachers and instructors.
I try to keep my cool and just keep using the sword. Keep training.
Nanashi is going to turn to them and say, "If you think you're such tough shit, why don't you come and fight me with it?"
So one of the instructors takes you up on the offer, and he's able to completely match you.
Oh,
He seems to be a middle-aged elf who's very skilled behind a sword. And he's only using a longsword.
I'll use Aushin once just to slip him up.
As you use Aushin, he also teleports behind you,
Ah.
Ooh.
still holding his posture.
Teach me your ways.
He just turns to him and goes, I see. And we just go at it.
Yeah, you guys continue, and he seems to be enjoying himself.
Enrique?
Yeah?
How much is like, her Tome of Clear Thought and Wisdom, they're already used, but how much are just regular books if she sells them?
Just as the books.
Yeah.
Probably can go to the library and sell them for like 10 gold a tome.
Alright, so 20 gold, thank you.
Yep. Alright. Eventually the instructor talks to Nanashi and asks why you're trying to teach Matthew so hard to use a sword when he's clearly better with a chain spike.
Because he has the convictions to learn.
Alright. Good enough for me.
As Ducky molds the marble, I'm getting molded into a swords person.
A warrior with the swords.
So should I roll like an intelligence check to see how well I can teach him throughout like these days?
Yeah. Roll me intelligence checks for you and Matthew for roll me intelligence check to see how well you retain.
Do I roll
Matthew,
fortitude to not throw up? I'm kidding.
no, you also are asked by one of your old instructors if you've lost confidence in your ability to use a chain spike and that's why you're switching to a sword.
No.
No, he just likes to diversify.
No, he's just asking Matthew, not Nanashi.
I know.
No, it's just that I feel like I could be more help with the sword.
Do you honestly believe that?
I'm trying.
You know, you tripped a lot of our really good fighters back in the day. And you seem to do pretty well on the Scar, from what I hear.
I feel like I could have done better though, but this is just something for me, I guess.
Alright. Well, do whatever makes you better.
I'm trying.
Alright. I'll leave you guys to it. And he backs up.
Thank you.
He nods.
The day Matthew properly learns to do the sword, I will make him a sword.
Parting gift. Roll a 1. Here is your sword.
Give me the second day, Nanashi and JoJo. One more intelligence check for both of you.
Ooh!
Good job.
Roll, Nanashi. Roll your intelligence of being a teacher.
Yeah, actually, Matthew learns.
Good
Yeah.
job.
You're much better with your sword. It seems Nanashi, a skilled swordsman like Nanashi, teaching you. You haven't mastered, but you're definitely much better with the sword now, enough to be used in combat without flinching.
Thank you, Nanashi.
Them nat 20s.
He's gonna pat you on the head.
Yeah, you needed to beat Nanashi's check by 5.
I got Sensei's approval.
So, yeah. Nanashi, he knows everything you could teach him at this moment, without him
Good.
being tested with his own blood in combat.
That's good. let's not go that far with the kid yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as up to then, you learn a lot from real combat compared to toys
Toys.
in practice. But yeah, you also notice Matthew on the third day when you go to train with Nanashi that Heaven shows up, and you witness this gun fired off.
I'm just gonna not talk and just watch. What is going on?
I'm gonna write this on my character sheet. What's the name?
She's very proudly says it's called Heaven's Gaze.
He's like gonna get all like cutesy with her and just be like, I can name another I can name another thing called Heaven's Gaze.
Mhm.
He's just like gonna give her this this clumsy like I'm suave look. Roll a d20 for charisma. I fail.
That beautiful charisma.
Okay. This is. Let me
What?
pull up the stats for it. There you go.
Chronicler Trisha, how many days? What's the date after the 5 days?
Which hasn't been
like-
the full 5 days yet, right?
No, I'm not saying like after the 5 days, since this is
It's
all.
either 59 or 60.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that thing can also get runes? Damn. Oh, wait, no. It has no rune slots available.
0 rune slots. Yeah.
Every glass is
If
a
it
rune.
could get runes, it'd be so dumb.
Mm.
So it also
Heaven-
has reflex save, right? But if it is just like lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's treated as level 5 lightning bolt, so there's the reflex.
Lightning bolt.
Let's see. Oh, Heaven does mention that she wanted to test, instead of glass rods, a diamond or crystal rod. But it would be much more expensive. And if Nanashi knows any place in the Nobles District, then she'd greatly be able to. She would love to look at it and find out.
I'll say I'll take you there later, and then we can go out to eat.
Alright. You guys do that. So you guys, I guess the rest of your days are spent training. How many days do you spend training with the sword, Nanashi?
Well, it's one of those, as soon as I figure out, like, I'm going to spend every day but the last day, training with Matthew.
How long are the training days?
You spend the entire day doing it.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Nanashi if I could do like a whole like only a few hours because Sir Marcus will wants to teach me a few defensive things about the sword.
Okay.
Fine by him.
So Marcus, tell me your regiment you put.
Well, first thing I'm going to give him is he's going to do one-handed sword and then a shield on the other arm.
A shield?
Yeah.
Um,
Don't worry, we're just going to use the basics for right now. So a wooden shield would be nice, light.
Okay.
So which is your good hand, left or right?
I am right-handed.
All right, then your left arm should be your shield.
Nanashi on the last day is just gonna take Heaven out around town.
Okay, so you spent 4 days doing training. She watched you on the last couple days. She seems to enjoy herself watching. Has a nice glass of some sort of drink with her, probably
Ooh,
lemonade,
look at those muscles.
something like that. Add. It's 500 XP per day for rigorous training with proper instructors and stuff like that. So, Nanashi, that's 2,000.
Oh!
Depending on Tenzen's regiment for Matthew. So,
Oh.
Marcus' regiment of Matthew. The experience might apply more or less.
So yeah, basically this is going to be it. I'm going to teach you to attack and defend at the same time. So when I attack you, defend it with a shield or parry it with a sword. And then you attack with me. And we're going to continue this until you're able to land 5 blows. And then we'll start again.
Huh. Okay. And I do so.
Yep. So you guys do that for all 5 days?
Yeah,
No, just,
and also
just
one
for,
other
like,
thing I'm
half
going to do, slightly between each time we do training, I'm going to give him a heavier stick and a heavier shield. slightly.
I thought it was the first 2 days was with Nanashi, then I wanted to do something on the middle day, and then the last 2 days is gonna be like half Nanashi, half Marcus.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, so either way, between the last 2 days, and I'm going to up his weight on his shield and sword. Gonna give him all variety.
Alright.
Is that a fortitude since it's getting heavier?
No.
Okay.
No, it's okay. It just, you got, because if you're given an opportunity to take as much time as you want to do something, it's considering like a take 20.
Okay.
So that's why you don't roll on situations like that.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, you do that. Since Sir Marcus is doing the training and not the training, if you get what I mean. Like he's training someone, he's not training himself.
He's a trainer, not the trainee.
Yeah, the trainer, not the trainee. He won't be getting the same. He won't be getting the experience for it. The same, at least. Is that all right, Tenzen?
I guess.
Yep.
Because I mean, only Nanashi was fighting other people as well, right? That's why he got it.
Yeah, that
He got it because he was the trainee, not the trainer.
we were training both of us. Because instead of him training me in the sword, it's me fighting him.
Oh,
I use the sword.
Yeah, Nanashi's approach is to like try to land blows and actually get into fights.
well, yeah, I was trying to land blows too, and I was also teaching him to defend.
But making it a fight, like an actual combat, instead of like a constantly back and forth of trading blows. It's a little different.
Oh, well, I guess on this last day, after I feel he's confident enough, I would
like a
up
quiz,
the
like a
game.
pop quiz, pop spar.
Yeah, pop
Yeah.
spar. I mean, I would do that. I mean, I just didn't have a gauge on the first day on how well he did.
You guys only have 2 days to do it. So, because he wants to do the second, and it's only half days.
Okay, so
So,
Wait,
give
no,
me-
I have all day the last day because Nanashi is with Heaven.
Okay.
only
So,
20 plus int.
so the first 2 days, you guys didn't do it, right?
Nope.
Okay. So, before we go to that, what does Matthew do on the third day?
I'm gonna go and try to find those.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll do the experience thing now then.
Did I roll an int for
Fourth
the
day. Yeah, do your int check, and then JoJo do an int check. Okay. JoJo doesn't. Tenzen. Sorry, fuck. Matthew doesn't seem to pick up Sir Marcus's training that well on the first day.
It's quite difficult.
Alright, second day, you roll first.
Matthew does not pick it up at all. He is just not a worthy student in this sense.
Well, he's probably was intimidated through Nanashi's training, so I'm going to give him a little slack.
It's really difficult with the shield and the sword at the same time. Wow, I have to give you recognition, Sir Marcus.
Thank you. Learning to use one hand for one weapon and the shield for the other, it takes training. So I'm not going to hold it against you. It's certainly easier to hold two hands and one sword and swing with that. More power, but you lose fence, and that's not my style.
My arms feel like bread loaves.
Oh, why don't you get some rest? We can continue training another day if you feel like it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
For that. So how many days did Sir Marcus did that with Matthew?
1 full day and 1 half day.
Okay, so 200 for Sir Marcus on that. And then I guess gonna be the same. Matthew, you spent 4 days training.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 since you did half days, and then you failed the intelligence checks.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah,
Sir
for,
Marcus.
for the term with Sir Marcus. What does Sir Marcus do on the first 2 days since he's not training anyone?
Oh, just trying to get to know the rest of the group, I would say. Trying to build their trust or whatever. He still feels a little bit out of the group.
All right, yeah. You talk to people. You find Duckie
So I just get a
working
1,000?
at some. Yeah, he's got 1,000. You find Duckie working with some farmers and Matthew training and Nanashi training. What are you saying? Sorry, Twitch.
Because I have to go to my character sheet because I don't have enough. Oh, that's not my character sheet. Because I have to go to my character sheet and I have to watch this.
Okay. All right. You do that, and Matthew, you find Thos.
Those, I have a question about our whole housing thing.
Is there something wrong with the house?
Oh no, the house is amazing. I was wondering if is it permanently ours, or are we just staying there until the festival is done?
It's permanently your guys'. It's up to you what you want to do with it.
Would it be possible if I moved my parents into the new house that you gave us?
Of course, it's your property now. It's up to you what you want to do with it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will just make sure to introduce them into the captain of the guard for the
Of course.
nobles district, so they can know to let them in if they look like commoners, and usually they're not let in
Of
to
course.
certain areas in the district.
Thank you very much.
There is in the works of signet rings for you and your friend, so you can be easily identified. I can have them made for your parents as well to be let in,
Yep.
so they're recognized as the son, or the parents of.
I hope that's not too much trouble.
Of course not. Signet rings are easy to make.
Thank you very much.
All right, so he heads off, and
I will head off too. Yay.
Alright.
Yay.
your parents get a house.
Success.
You find some beggar's clothes.
The parents are like, "What did you do?"
Like he's got a really good part of town.
You know, just for lulz, his neighbor should be the Greystone family. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to introduce the characters to my family. I haven't got to do that yet.
Family.
Alright, yeah, you can introduce them now.
Yeah.
Or
So
you
I introduce everybody at one point or another between the 5 days.
Yeah, we'll say that there's a time when everyone decides to have a meal, I guess, at the villa.
Okay.
Retcon.
So, father, mother,
Question: is Clank present?
If you want him to be.
William,
Is he allowed in the
Cornelia?
house?
Why not?
I don't know. He's
Mama
weird.
Marcus.
Oh, his name is Gwen.
Mama Gwen Marcus. Sorry.
Well, William, Cornelia, mother, father, these are my friends. I've met them during our battle at the Scar.
Clank waves.
This is, as you can see, the giant metal man there. His name's Clank. He belongs to Lady Odette.
It's just Duckie.
This is Matthew, and this is Nanashi. Nanashi saved my life, so I owe him a debt of thanks. So I will try my best to do him justice in battle.
Nanashi, did you take Heaven to this dinner?
Yes.
Okay. Would Sir Marcus allow him to be, or is that a no?
I don't mind if it's just a +1.
Alright. Cool. Alright.
So, are you gonna roleplay my parents?
You want me to roleplay your parents? I could just say that they're very kind to the party. Because that's a lot of people you just mentioned.
Well, there's the little sister Gwen, and then there's the younger brother who's like same age as Duckie, William.
I really want an awkward family photo.
Matching tunics.
All wearing that ram.
Knitted ram sweaters.
It's all knitted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, I'll introduce my family to the group. My father is Marcus Alfred B. Greystone the Eighth.
Okay.
And my mother is
Hello,
Gwen
sir.
Dry Greystone. Then
Hi.
there's my younger brother William B. Greystone, and then there's my younger sister Cornelia Dry Greystone.
Hello.
You know whose else name is Cornelia?
Yeah.
Honeymead. She fucking hates that name so much.
It's
Alright,
nice
they-
to meet you all.
Yeah, they're very kind to the party and offer you seats at the table, and you guys all eat.
This was for dinner. Lamb.
Oh God. Yeah, so lamb is for dinner. That's what you want. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic meal at the Greystone House. It's very lavish.
Duckie feels slightly awkward. This is more lavishness than she's ever gotten before,
Matthew
ever.
also feels awkward. It's just like,
Right? Like it's just awkward turtle in the corner.
and that we're eating their insignia in front of us. Just
But Duckie will be particularly more comfortable with his younger siblings. Probably. Are they nice, or are they like the snooty kind of rich?
William is a little bit in that I'm a middle sibling type of phase thing.
Marcia.
But Cornelia is actually a doll.
Okay, so Duckie will probably like.
She's 12.
Oh, I
Duckie
thought you
will
actually
probably
meant
be
a
like,
doll for a
"Yay,
second. I was like, what?
little girl. So Duckie will probably like play with her and. Yay!
Yeah.
And then give her a bar of chocolate.
Yes, this will happen.
Alright, she'll give her a bar of chocolate.
No, I mean the goat
Okay,
jousting.
Go Justin must be back.
I'm,
I don't even
thinking of
remember
things.
how that one got started.
it was way back in the day.
It was back in
back.
fucking November, December.
My first session.
Matthew's gonna
Yeah.
speak up shyly and be like, "What does the ram in your insignia mean?"
Take life by the horns. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'm asking.
May I answer, Father?
You may, son.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
3
dads.
Our family is known for sheep herding and whatnot, and so that became our house sigil from that. And it also follows our family's motto: "We are shepherds to the lost." So, shepherds, sheep, get it?
Oh!
Some of the family laughs.
Yes, our family has deep ties with actually the Temple of Palor, and we've been very loyal to them. And my father actually was a paladin himself back in his day. And
Whoa.
He nods.
A paladin of Palor as well?
of course,
Yes.
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 so
It reminds me of 21 Jump Street when he's like all high and he's just like, "Are you guys on drugs?" And he's just like, "No." Yes. No. Sorry, go ahead.
but yes, our family is our main trade is everything that has to do with sheep, the wool, and the meat and whatnot. As actually, there's a good chance that you're actually wearing some Greystone wool right now.
Duckie kind of looks down at her vestments and blinks.
I look at the chainmail I'm wearing, the elven chainmail I'm wearing.
Clothes, not the armor.
Oh, I'd look in
Bless
the
your heart.
armor. Oh. Thank you for the sheep stuff. Matthew's
Listen.
very awkward.
And thank you for dinner, too. And stuff. This is a really fancy house.
Really.
I mean, nice house. Very big. Nice. Big and nice. Nice and big. Oh,
Thank you.
it's very warm in here. What was
Wait,
that?
is there a goat in the house too?
Exactly how much
I'm just
marijuana
saying
do
my
you
name
smoke?
probably wasn't you. That's ridiculous. Of course it wasn't me.
Wait, so you're a family of...
She kind of looks, and this is a little inside joke for Laura, but she kind of looks over at her party and goes,
What's the difference between a sheep, a ram, a lamb? What is the difference?
A ram is a male sheep. Lamb is a baby sheep, and a sheep is a female.
Sheepy sheep.
Oh,
Laura, that was for you. I love you.
I love you too.
Anyway, so Duckie learns this. Yay, she learned something new. She'll go back to playing with Cornelia.
Okay. Would you say she made friends with the House Greystone family?
That's up to the House Greystone. Duckie thinks everyone's her friend except for like Nerull people.
I think everyone's friends with the House Greystone family now.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not like the Nerull.
Disposition ill.
Yeah, you have to eat a human heart to become a friend of a Nerull.
Duckie
Yeah,
kind
and
of
we
like-
all saw how that went.
Duckie
Yeah.
kind of shyly offers a chocolate bar to Mr. Middlechild.
Alright. They accept, obviously.
Cool.
No. Cornelia's used to chocolate.
Oh,
She gets the
right.
runs feat because she's lactose intolerant.
Oh.
Oh.
Just really?
No.
Oh, I was gonna be like, that could be interesting roleplay. Duckie is now out of commission for the next however long it gets through her system.
Duckie discovers chocolate. Duckie discovers she's lactose intolerant.
Is it a thing? I can roll for it. If it's a thing, it's a
No, it's a joke. It's a
Oh.
total joke.
thing.
Because you've had tons of cheese. You would know.
Oh yeah, Duckie has had tons of cheese.
Cure disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, and chocolate's not even dairy. Unless it's milk chocolate, but otherwise, it's cacao beans.
It's salad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Chocolate is salad.
Thank you so much for dinner.
Duckie will bow profusely.
Alright, so is there any other roleplay you want to do the 5 days?
Tell my parents to move to the Nobles District.
Alright, you guys do that. At the end of the 5 days,
They have more room than they have stuff.
the army arrives.
Woo!
Do we get woken up for this or?
Yeah, everyone's pretty aware once they start coming in that they're approaching. Yeah, kind of kids running through the streets, a lot of happiness going on. You guys make your way to the entrance of Riverwatch and start kind of chatting it up with the townsfolk as they walk in, and you notice several familiar faces. A lot of talk amongst the people are along the lines of how few have returned. Now, this is almost exactly like Attack on Titan.
Except
Yeah.
happier.
Except happier. There's like a lot people are talking about how little people have returned, and you notice Matthew. You notice Elise walking with the party, with everyone. There's about 38 men in total, including
Yeah.
Evelyn as the commander, and then one of the other commander as well.
Are the Sentinels of Dawn there?
Sentinels of Dawn are there, yes.
Okay. Duckie will greet them too. Hugs.
Okay.
Matthew
And the
will
Arcane
book-
Archers.
Yep, and the Arcane, the 3 of the Arcane Archers are there.
Hugs. All around hugs.
Yep.
Now how about Charon?
Charon is not there.
Okay.
Ooh, he's doing angel
Yeah.
stuff.
You guys get through, and they make their way to the military quarters. You guys kind of follow suit. Eventually, the crowd disperses and the cheering stops, and you guys are all now at the training grounds. Looks like a lot of the men are taking a load off and relaxing, that their journey's finally over. What does the party do?
Duckie will hug Elise and greet her, but then move away when she sees Matthew approaching and casually, disappear forever except behind that bush.
Elise was
Got it.
happy to see Duckie, like, give her a kiss on the head and everything, and just was really confused as to why Duckie would leave so quickly.
No, she's just gonna casually step away using the run feat.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
Also, that bush is moving quite suspiciously, and you can probably hear "ow, oof, ow, ugh."
See a little, like, the top of her red hair, like, poking
Yeah.
out of the bush.
Duckie, roll a hide. I'm kidding.
Can I roll a hide check?
Go for it.
Where's her hide? I don't even know where her.
It's not even a bush, it's just twigs.
Under H.
It's a roll 1d20 plus 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, she's gonna try anyway.
Don't worry, Sir Marcus failed.
How do you have a minus 16?
Wait, what are you guys
Armor.
trying?
No, Duckie just went to hide in a bush, and she got a 4. So
Yeah, don't worry.
she has like
the Marcus
leaves
is
on her head.
totally just like sticking out of the bush, just unable to
Wait.
bend.
Why is it minus 16?
Armor.
Yeah.
Armor doesn't count.
Wow.
Just think of a bush wearing armor.
Alright, so what happens with Matthew and
Red hair.
Elise?
Welcome back.
She just gives him a big smile and hugs him tightly. And
They-
then
They
she steps away. Just enough.
Ducky helped me make this for you.
But don't mention my name. I mean,
Can Elise hear that?
Yes. Elise can hear that.
By the way, I'm gonna roll Clank's. Oh, you had better than Ducky.
But
Clanks.
you guys are all aware. 'Cause it's
He's
this
behind.
golem.
He's behind a tree, like a ficus. And he's just- That's Clank.
Elise will turn and give Ducky a playful glare and then turn back to Matthew and just look at this gorgeous unicorn figurine and perhaps she'll get a little misty-eyed and she'll thank him profusely and she'll say, "Wait, I have something for you too," and she'll reach into her bag and
Wait, what?
"I thought you might need this, or at least want it." She gives him, what was it called? Dun 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 dun, gloves of dexterity.
Woo!
Wait. Was this from Safini?
DM, where was it from?
You bought it from Insephone for
Okay.
when you were restocking.
Yeah, I
If
bought it in Stephanie for you.
how much do I owe you?
You don't owe me anything.
A date.
Give me a unicorn figurine. He doesn't.
Sir Marcus, if he's hiding near Ducky, he may hear her go, "Kiss her, you fool!"
I sing this.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Matthew will actually like randomly just hug her. There's a lot I need to tell you that what we had to go through.
That's right. What happened?
Hello.
Maybe, do you think she'll give a glare to everyone in the bush? Do you want to go somewhere a little more private to have this discussion, or does everyone know all this?
From another bush that you weren't expecting to hear something from, you hear "bow chicka bow wow."
Thank you,
Elise will
Tucker.
jump and whip around to the other bush.
It hops away.
Thank you, Tucker. The bush is gone.
Now that I think about it, are they always there when we're talking?
You know
Yes.
what? I wouldn't be surprised.
Matthew's just gotta look her in the eye and just be like,
Uh-oh.
Oh, what
Jordan,
is
I'm
this?
so nervous.
It's
What is it?
"Good, stay the night."
Hey guys. So I just came in my room because I was being too loud, and he wants me to either go downstairs or to turn it off. So I think we need to start wrapping it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you and I could spend a day together.
The
I saw
night.
a huge smile on her face. You mean like a date?
Like,
Yes.
yeah. I guess.
She'll give him a big kiss. I'd love to go on a date with you, Matthew.
Oh
The
yeah.
bush. Oh, is at them.
She'll
Glare.
roll her eyes
Glare at the bush. Glare at the bush.
without the bush.
Okay. There's this really cool chocolate place those showed us. Maybe we can go there.
Chocolate? Would she know? I guess she might know what chocolate is. I don't know if I've really had chocolate, though I know what it is. You really? Is it as good as the cheese you got that one time? Oh my god. Oh, better. We need to go. For sure.
All right, and I think before the more roleplay goes, we should end it there.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. Good job, guys. 1,000 for the session for roleplay, because I think base party level is still 10.
Oh, Enrique, I also didn't get points from the last session that I was actually in.
Don't remember how much it was. 1,000 for roleplay. You weren't in any combat, so yeah, just 1,000.
Okay, for last session too?
Yeah.
And then this one, so 2,000?
Yes.
Huzzah!
Matthew Nanashi learned the way of the sword. I think that happened.
Did it happen?
Is he? I think he's proficient with the sword now, right?
Yeah.
Yay! I
You
don't
nat
take
20
minuses.
that.
I don't take minuses now.
You didn't take minuses to begin with.
Oh, no, I thought it was because it was exotic. I didn't know how to use it, so I took minuses.
Oh, the katana, yes. No, you don't know how to use a katana properly, but you know
a
how to use a sword.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
take
You
it.
learned the way of the sword from Nanashi.
You don't know the way of the katana, which is separate.
So, 200. Oh no, 200 for bonds.
It's 400 for bonds. So Marcus teaching the code of honor. I think that happened, right?
Yep.
Hope it did.
Yep. Help save Odile. That's way off. To repay his debt for saving a life. We agree that it was going to be completed when, after combat, several times in combat of aiding. Duckie didn't have any. Nanashi to Duckie, teach Duckie how to use a sword. That didn't happen. Dispositions, I don't think any of these happen except for Duckies of make a new friend. And it's 200 for disposition, so Trisha, you get 200.
How much I get for the bond, though?
400 for a bond.
Yeah, bond.
Okay. I have a new bond for Matthew.
I'm slowly climbing back up to level 10,
Alright.
guys.
What is the bond?
Teach him to ride a horse.
Alright.
The steed will be Thunderslug.
Or I could use Cliff Jumper.
Or Thunderslug.
Or Lysander.
You just need to...
So teach him to ride a horse proficiently.
Proficiently.
Yeah.
Like a pro.
Alrighty.
Like an
and so that's that. That's that.
Alrighty.
Alright, sorry we're cutting it short, guys, but yeah.
It's all good.
We are
Ready to go
doing it. We are
tomorrow?
doing it on a Monday, so it's a little different timing. Tomorrow, I think I wanted to do call the crystals.
I will try to be as ready as possible.
If you are not
If you're
ready, just let
not,
me
it's
know.
not a big deal. I might not be able to. I'll let you know.
Okay.
With that possibility, I think then we should reschedule since we're not sure if Trisha's availability is there. Just in case.
Alright.
Well,
So you're
did
really not
Jonathan
ready.
even? Did Jonathan even confirm or?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're really not ready.
I just have to make a very big boss.
Oh, there's gonna be a boss in the next city? Alright.
Yeah, that might be a big boss.
Alright.
Spoiler.
Alright, well, we'll,
Thank you very much for the awesome session tonight.
I'm looking
Thank
all
you.
Thank you.
no problem.
When are we meeting next? Do we know?
We're not doing our traditional time on Thursday, so yeah,
We'll figure it out.
we will figure it out. 11/11, make a wish. Okay. Anyway, good night to you all. I need to do some dishes and sleep.
And for those
Yeah.
who actually stayed with us the entire time during the stream, thank you. Because I wasn't able to look at the viewers.
Yeah, we dropped in and out around 2 to 4.
It's all good.
I think 2 is me and you, and then the 4 is some random people.
Oh, I'm
dropping in.
not watching, so it can't be me.
Oh, it's me and someone else then.
Oh.
Josh was there.
Nice. Alrighty.
Thank you, stream.
No problem. Bye, stream.